Hey softball community, welcome to another Fastpitch Live here at Rip It HQ. I'm Gabby, the VIP manager here at Rip It, and today I have Colleen, our designer.
Hi!
We are
Holler.
super excited to have you here.
Thanks.
So Colleen is the person here at Rip It who does all our design work for all our products, and she also
No
does
pressure.
merchandising as well. Yeah, so she's going to be on here to talk a little bit to you guys about the design work that she's been doing, some new products that she's working on, and kind of giving insight to our process on how we work closely with softball players. But Colleen, did you want to give our viewers a little bit about you?
Yeah. Exciting 2-minute pitch. I have been in the industry, apparel industry, design industry for over 20 years. Worked in a lot of design houses and directed a lot of product and teams. And I'm so excited to actually be with this team because I love that we're small and agile and that we have the muscle and the passion to really make decisions quickly and swiftly. It goes without saying, or worth repeating, I should say, is that I believe our secret sauce as Rip It as a brand is our co-creation process, which I really think is exciting. It really makes us unique. Certainly, when you work for a large corporations, I won't mention any names, it becomes very silo in terms of decision making and a very arduous design process.
Right.
And we really try to keep it simple and focus on exactly what she needs and how could we even make it more exciting for her and more useful for her, because this is a very practical product distribution. So, how could we better serve her that she is stays excited about the game and stays excited about her sport and what makes her a better athlete.
So, right, and you do such a great job at like elevating that. Not just meeting the functional needs of the product, but really like putting those what we call like Easter eggs kind of thing. Things that really like show the girls like, wow, like we really want to be here to encourage them with those the little sayings that we have here and there in our products and our clothing line.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, everyone knows that she wants that comfortable, T-shirt, graphic tee that she wants to like wear to practice, wear to the batting cages, after maybe to school. And we could have just, we know it's a trend, in apparel, but we could have just slapped a bunch of stuff on there that we got from the internet. But instead, we really surveyed and really got in touch with the players and said, what resonates to you? Like, we as designers or a design team could come up with great things and we could all pat ourselves on the back and say, yeah, that's great, that's clever, that's catchy. But actually, if she's like, what? I don't get it. Like, I don't say that, I don't use that word, then we failed, So I love that we really kind of, before we move to the next step, we just validate. And we just keep validating until we get it right. So these are a couple of the sayings that are on our graphic tees now. A play on there's no place like home, with the home plate being the background. Good girl steal, which I personally love. And then a play on love my summer nights in ballpark lights. That's something that we're working on, and that could show up in. Could everybody see that? Show up in different designs, and you could see a little bit about the design process on how it shows up. And then Soar Today, Strong Tomorrow, again, another favorite of mine. I mean, I try not to get too excited about my favorites and not let it overpower the design process, which is just really hard because I'm very passionate about design and the elements.
But it's good. You're passionate about your work and making sure these girls love the clothing, the apparel, and everything. And so, guys, if you're just tuning in, we have Colleen, our designer, and she's going to be giving us kind of like, insights to how you make these designs. And we're also going to be diving into our socks and talking about the process. Because the socks, we receive amazing feedback. And many times when players see the product, they don't realize how much work it's gone through or how much reiterations have gone through this. But our VIP teams know, and I actually see a couple. Carolyn, thanks for tuning in. She's actually a team mom. We see Leon as well, and other coaches and parents.
Yay, welcome.
Yes, welcome. Woo! So guys, click that share button. We definitely want to invite more coaches, more parents to be a part of this conversation.
Absolutely.
You definitely want to be able to hear what Colleen has, the insights that she's going to bring in, and also some upcoming things that we're working on as well with merchandising, with Academy and with Dix and whatnot. And so if you're also not a VIP team already, you can sign up at ripitvip.com. But we work a lot with teams. We have over 300 teams right now all over the US.
That's awesome. And growing.
And growing. That give us feedback. You'll have opportunities to test out products for us and be the first to know and help us. You know, we here at Rip It, we're inspired by you, coaches, parents, players, and our mission is just to elevate the sport of softball with you. So sign up for the VIP program and tag a coach and parent and click that share button. And before we go on, I also wanted to make an announcement. I announced it last week, but we're also looking for a host to be helping host these shows. So this coming Monday and Tuesday, we are going to be taking in auditions from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., obviously in Orlando. So for those that are watching and you guys are not in Orlando, unfortunately you have to be here.
You'll have to move to Orlando so you can be part of this amazing program.
Be a part of the Rip It team. But we are looking for a host. So if you are passionate about softball, you love talking with people who are passionate about softball, you would be perfect on it. So we will be taking auditions, and all you have to do is email Shay at ripit.com, and we'll put that in the comments below for you to contact her to schedule a time to audition for a host. But with that being said, a giveaway that we're going to be doing is also the socks. So yes, you can win a pair for your daughter or a player if you're a coach. But all you have to do is comment below and tag a parent or a coach and click that share button, and you'll have the opportunity this Friday to win one of our Rip It socks. So Colleen, did you want to talk a little bit?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I could go on and on, but you know, and we'll leave this outside. Some sales or some people that aren't as familiar with the process of design or product development, you know, think that perhaps little elves come in and like magicians come in and blank and genies and like and it just shows up, but it's really a very long and it should be a long and kind of tedious process to really, you know, nail it. But, you know, there's the research standpoint from the standpoint of that we really, really want to get in touch with the player and what are her biggest pains, we call them her pains, her frustrations. And when it came to the delivering or designing a product of socks, you know, first thing out of their mouths were, it falls down, you know, the material just like slides down and then my knees are all banged up, I'm getting holes or the padding's too thick, you know, I'm getting blisters. It's just, you know, a lot of mediocre, I would call it mediocre options out there for her. And it was really kind of an aha moment for us to say like, to come up with a true softball sock that is over the knee, which is not out there, and just addressing like I said earlier, all those pains. You know, making sure there's padded in the toe and the heel, but not too much padding so she doesn't get blisters. There's arch support, so it helps with muscle fatigue. There is obviously the length. Premium nylon, again, you know, a lot of cheap polyester spandex blends, so really looking at premium yarns. And trust me, it wasn't a simple process. You know, we went through some iterations, you know, and you know, okay, ooh.
Yeah, I remember that we had this
and then we were like, again, thinking in a little bit of a bubble of like we wanted to have our Rip It logo and where does it go. But, you know, we had designed some options where it was like in the back leg, much larger. And, you know, she's like, no, I don't like it. No. Yeah. So she voted again and like really directed us and honed us in on where we should place that subtle detail of our logo or our mark, our design mark of the Rip It flower. Again, this was way too subtle. And then this was way too much. And so we came up with this, and it's strategically placed where it's just right above her cleat. And then after all said and done, so we kind of checked our boxes like, yes, we addressed those main concerns, and, you know, offering in the team colors, obviously that coordinates back to her belt. But then what we stand for really as a company is how do we empower young women to be a better version of themselves and to really go and, you know, above all those obstacles and reach all those challenges. And so we hope to inspire those young-minded women, and I call this a little love note. So like even on a simple sock that we gave a little inspirational, that would again resonate. You know, it doesn't just like go get it team, you know, but hustle is something that we hear the girls say, and so again that would be a love note that would show up in a little product, and again it's hidden, but it's like it also still speaks.
And I like that. I like, you know, what you do here at Rip It is like you elevate the product. You know, Colleen kind of just made a sock that just met the needs, but you went above and beyond and like add those love notes, you know, to encourage the girls and whatnot. But what was very crucial, I think, with your conversation was when you talked about the over the knee sock, because it was true. Our research and development team went out, they talked to players, interviewed players, phone calls, and a lot of players kept saying the same thing, that their socks would slide down. They would slide down, and we just thought, well, what if we just made it over the knee, you know, like so that it could fit under the pants. Yeah. And the girls loved it. Yeah. You know, like it sounds so simple, and I like what you said. It's so simple, yet it's so true. Yeah. To what they need. And you know, and then we even like tested what's over the knee. You know, is it too much? Too long. You know, is it up to her thigh? Is it? So you know, again, that came in variations and iterations of the process. And that's what I mean about like you just need time. I always use the cooking analogy around here, which is like, you know, until it's like fully cooked and fully baked, and that's when we want to deliver it. So you know, sometimes it has to go through some fails, and that's a good thing. You know, you want to know that before it gets to market. So so it's exciting, and I love the packaging. It's very this is the packaging that shows up in the stores. You know, points out all the design details and the elements, has a nice size chart so you know what to get into, and also it's available, it's open packaging that you're able to touch and feel the product. So that's awesome. And I see coaches signing on. So coaches, if you've had tried on the Rip It pants, or sorry, not pants, Rip It socks, comment below and let us know what you like about it, because I know we've had, especially our VIP teams, have tried on the socks, and we've received just tremendous feedback. You know, a lot of girls I know with their current socks, it was too thick. Right. Kind of we were talking about the material, the polyester. Yeah. And this one here, it's comfortable, durable, and it helps them actually feel comfortable, you know, while playing those long tournaments. Right. I mean, coaches, parents, you know, right? The long and we know, like, you know, obviously we can't be magicians, meaning like it's not a bulletproof sock. You know, it is definitely something that she's going to buy more of. You know, the girls work and play hard as they should, so you're going to get some holes. But we try to make sure that what we deliver is actually a premium product. And like I said, go back into the nylon spandex, which is premium yarn, to the construction of it, that it's treated, so it's you know, moisture management, it's antimicrobial, so all these extra things that she's complaining about, her pains, that we're trying to get in front of it. So no, that's good. And we see here Lee, he commented, my daughter loves the softness and the state of it. So awesome. I know, I believe Lee is with the Dr. Phillips League, and their team was outfitted with perfect gear. Thanks for and that's feedback. And honestly, and that's how we're going to continue to grow. You know, as a design team, as a product development team, is that ongoing feedback. You know, we don't know everything, right? And we don't pretend to know everything. And so the only way that a better product is going to get on that shelf is by that constant feedback. And, you know, it's okay to have a variation 2, you know, or a variation 3. You know, it just is if it's improving upon, you know, your current state. So, and something also, Gabby, I wanted to chime in on is just in terms of Rip It as a brand and as a company and as a design team or product development team, we are, not that we're not focused on singular products, but what we have seen as an opportunity is helping support, especially retailers, creating this destination for her and making it easier for the mom, making it easier for the coaches. And so how do you do that? You know, you really have to coordinate, what I would say, coordinate a collection of how we outfit her from head to toe in an area that is not typically done. You know, usually it's very classified business classification. You know, you have your pants in this wall, and you have your tops in this wall, and you have your socks up front, and you have your headbands, you know, by the counter. And it really is, it wastes a lot of time for her and mom and coaches
And if it's like, what a beautiful thing that it would be all in that area, and that she's able to pick up all those pieces that she needs for every season. So we're in efforts. We're at ground level helping to support that, but it starts so early in how you think about products. So instead of just tunnel vision on a singular product, it's like, how does this all work together to better service?
Yeah, and we've heard this a lot from our coaches and parents as well, that when they the shopping experience in stores, like what you were saying, everything's kind of like not even socks, but like sometimes they don't even have softball socks.
No.
I know that next was just baseball socks.
Yeah.
Right, baseball belts.
Yeah.
But let alone maybe the helmets or the pants, they're all over. There's not really a softball section.
Mm-hmm.
Our coaches,
mm-hmm.
And you want to
and the incredible we've been really working hard on the graphics and again pulling this story. In the retail space they call it planograms, but for lack of a better term, layman's terms, is just a destination, and that all these pieces and parts are really in one space and easy to shop, eye level, that before you go, gosh, where do I find, it's there,
right.
So it's important to keep giving us that feedback of how many times you're needing something, how many times you're going out to look for something, what is it that you're frustrated about. I want to hear all of it, honestly, because it just goes into the whole process of how we put not only a new product on the market, but like how would it be merchandised together. And so I've been very instrumental in helping support our retail partners on making this a really live opportunity for us.
Yeah, so, and we're going to be having softball mannequins.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. I mean, being able to really define softball in the store. And for those watching, coaches, parents, comment below and let us know, what would you like to see in stores? What are some frustrations you're experiencing right now in stores? How can we make it better for you, your shopping experience? So comment below and let us know. But meanwhile, Colleen, did you want to I know you've helped us with, a bunch of products now, but what would you say is your most favorite product and working on?
Oh gosh. It's just like, what do you like about design? I just, even after 20 something years, I just love the elements of design, the color, the pattern, the details. Probably my biggest weakness is making a decision or making a choice, because I kind of get lost in the process of any artist would, in terms of giving options. I work with a couple people here that are just like, what is it? What is it? What is it? So
why do you, Colleen? So Colleen is the one that basically funnels in so much products that we have. And us as a company, we can't make everything, which we've shared in the past shows.
Yeah.
But you are always forward thinking. What players need, because our mission is to fill the mannequin, elevate, equip the player from head to toe. But it comes with prioritizing all of that.
Yeah, prioritizing really is what can we manage as an organization, and just again first to mind is addressing what she needs, not what we want, not what X, Y, and Z retailer is asking for. It's really how could we create a better experience for the softball player. And and it's sad because we've heard so many I find them sad stories of where she is so frustrated that she's not perceived as a true athlete, or she is underserved in terms of what she needs, and she's not a baseball player, and now that it's pink it's for her. I mean like all of these really sad stories. I mean, this is an incredible sport, and this is such a pivotal point in their lives and their age, and she and all the encouragement that we could give as a company, as an organization, as product to filler and dresser. That's what we're about. So if we can make a better experience and she could feel better about herself and inspire her to, go on to create great things and do great things, that is just so rewarding for us on a root level.
Right.
So.
No, that's definitely true in the design level, and I even think of the functionalities as well with our products. I think the one product I'll think of is like our sliding shorts. How it's very not just design wise, but even functional.
Yeah.
Right? With the period protection feature. Yeah. In case you don't already know, our sliding shorts just came out, so they're in stores now. But we even have the period protection function here. So it's just very forward thinking. Like what are the needs? How can we provide it? And it not only looks good, but it's just even functional with it. Yeah. But how many iterations do we have to go through?
Oh my gosh, so many. We had like the Michelin Man padding. We had, different types of fabric bases.
Next time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but honestly, it's not a Me Too product. We already know that, and we stand behind it. We addressed the longer length. We addressed the cutting in at the waistband. Our premium is faced waistband with an adjustable, so.
Because a lot of the players that tried on, I remember they were saying it was digging in their skin.
Yeah. That's a lot what's out there, and so how could we again address that pain that she was having? And we know that her waist may change a little bit during times of the month, so that gives her that flexibility and that comfort factor, and knowing that the younger players slide a little more on their bum, and as the older players tell us, our Kellys tell us, they haven't learned exactly how to slide yet. And so we address that. We have more padding on her bum and less padding for the Kellys. So and for you don't know, Kelly's our muse for our older player, and Ashley is our muse for our younger players.
Yes.
And then as Gabby pointed out, period protection is like mind blowing to as a concept. Bringing this into the category. Period protection has been out there, obviously, in the underwear market and even in sleepwear, but to bring it into a category like this was really kind of revolutionary. So we're super excited about that, and having that extra benefit that perhaps you didn't even think about. And our love note here is again some inspiring quote: "Believe in the power of you."
Right. I love that. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. That is awesome. And I know we're going to be coming up with more. I know with fall season, that's something that we're working on as well.
Right.
With more of the longer wear and all of that. But coaches, parents, comment below too and let us know what products you're looking for. The more you give us the feedback, the more it gets higher priority.
Exactly. Just keep the feedback coming. I said that earlier.
Yes.
Again, I have so many ideas that are in my head, and then I try to be very curious when I am speaking with retailers and buyers to get their feedback on their customers that are coming in. But what's so critical to us, what's really important to us is you. And so keep that coming in, because that's what's going to happen. I can't guarantee that it's going to be like immediate, but it would definitely go into the think tank and to the cooking analogy, into the pot, that we're creating.
Right. And even if you're not watching this live, you're also welcome to still comment and let us know, because we do go through the comments there and we kind of, look and get feedback from there as well.
Yeah.
And don't forget to also click that share button so that we can invite more coaches, more parents to be a part of this conversation.
Absolutely.
And for them to see, a brand as Rip It really being committed to the sport of softball.
Yes.
And I don't think you're a part of the video shoot, but we also just wrapped up a video shoot that we did, and we talked about it briefly in our last coming shows. But that's going to be coming up as well, which we're really excited.
Yeah.
To be able to get the word out more now through videos, through media. And it was so amazing working with our VIP teams and seeing the girls just use their hard work, and we're out there and just doing it.
Yeah.
We're killing it.
Yeah.
So we're really excited for the things that are coming up. And we want to hear. We want to hear from you. And also, you guys are also welcome to comment below and ask Colleen any questions that you have for product related stuff. So Ryan has a question. This is a great question. Sports bras.
Oh.
We started conceptualizing that.
Yeah, so what's the specific question?
I'm assuming he's asking when we're going to be
bringing when we're going to bring them in. It's in the oven.
We did start working on it.
Yeah, we did start working on it. Not anytime soon. It's coming.
Right.
Yeah, but it is definitely being worked on. We know it's a need. We definitely have gotten a lot of data on addressing that. It is certainly a huge pain, and it saddens, it breaks my heart, that I'm hearing like players are having to wear 2 bras and all this double construction, right. to actually play the game. It just pains me to hear that. So it's definitely being worked on. I just can't tell you exactly when it's gonna.
Right, but we did start talking. So usually before we make products, we talk to the players. What are your frustrations? And that was there was a lot of frustrations with sports bras and different body types.
Yeah.
And we did make some prototypes, but I know that we were still trying to find a good factory, sourcing all of that. But that is definitely I know it was priority on the list. But we don't have anything coming up and scheduled for this year. But that is a good question, Ryan. So preheat the oven.
Preheat the oven. Right. Turn it up.
Sports bras are definitely good. And I know we're trying to get more into the apparel side as well.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely growing in apparel. Again, back to my earlier point, if you're just tuning in, sort of pivoting a little bit from just singular product focus to actually outfitting her from head to toe, and addressing the emotional needs and the functional needs. So that goes without saying. Everything that you could think of that she's putting on is what we're going after, but in a smart, timely way.
Right. So. Awesome. And we see here Jerry. Jerry, thanks again for tuning in. But he's tagging some parents here and saying new shirts and other products. So yes, we are going to be. All our shirts are currently not all on the website, but I know this coming year we're working on pushing it through our Rip It website. In case you haven't checked out, we also have socks, and you guys can look back through, but Colleen was basically sharing different prototypes that we had, samples, because this is an amazing sock, but it did go through a lot of work, a lot of validation, figuring out where the logo went on. So if you also are watching and you want a chance to win our socks, all you have to do is click the share button and tag a parent or coach. But yeah, our socks definitely not even our socks, but everything, the sliding shorts, the shirts, all of that. And we also want to hear from you too, what other products your girls are saying that they want. Yes, in our helmets.
Yeah, in our helmets. I mean, we know that we create a top of the line helmet that's offered, and it's really not a baseball helmet. It's actually a true softball helmet with the room for her ponytail, the visibility, the face mask, the extra padding. We know this isn't a very sexy item, but it's a necessary item, and it's a very good quality item. We know that we address the weight. Some of these helmets are like, you need 2 people to lift it up. So, and this year for 2019, we came out with a $39 helmet that is offered at Academy currently. So go check that out if you so choose. Again, a lot of the great benefits translate into hitting that right price point, and I would call it's decorated with decals of some fun colors.
Yeah, and you're also making a collection with the backpacks, which I like how you're kind of making a whole collection of them.
Yeah, we call it a curated collection that you're looking at not only addressing the product that fits and meets her emotional and practical needs, but then how does it outfit her? What rust would go into that product mix? And so that would including the bag, including the helmet, including batting gloves, including the t-shirt. So
awesome. Yeah, we say Ryan, he says the helmet is awesome. Sarah, thanks for tuning in. Sarah says my daughter loves her helmet. That is awesome, Sarah. So definitely, check out our other products, our apparel, definitely the socks, sliding shorts. I know we're working, Rip It is just working really hard on being that one-stop shop place, for coaches and parents to be able to go to one spot and be able to have, the girls to be able to have all they need, but also have products that they love. So that's really the heart and focus of what you do. So Colleen, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing. So now you guys know when you guys go in stores and you see all these amazing quotes, you know who is helping design that.
It's
you and
it's a slew of people and you.
Right.
You're helping us create it. So keep it coming.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all on the next show next week.
Thanks. Cool.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.